everybody, welcome to Book Bar. It's Tuesday night. That means live Star Wars trivia. I'm just, as always, is my brother Tyler. Tyler, how are you feeling tonight?
Well, I could not be feeling any better because, Justin, today we've got the man, the myth, the legend. We've got Pop Sith tonight on stream, answering questions in the hot seat. So it's going to be a good stream. Very excited. Looking forward to this one. How are you feeling, my friend?
I'm feeling really good too. Now, Pop Sith obviously is the guy who always shows up in the chat and saves everyone else. Now, last week I had the under on the luau, and the luau was struggling a little, but then Pop Sith just randomly swoops in and gives him the answer, and he put him over, and it cost me the game. So you ended up prevailing with the over, which I believe was set at 6.5 for the luau. Yeah. He got the over. You took the over. I lost, which means I had to perform a humiliation. And so I think before we introduce the Pop Sith and we get going, I think it's humiliation time. You won.
I think so.
I think everybody wants to know what you had in store for me and what I had to do. So without further ado, let's just play the clip and see what I had to do for my humiliation.
Let's run it, boys.
So last week during our Star Wars guest trivia competition, the freaking luau hit the over and won our trivia competition for Tyler. That, of course, means that I had to perform a humiliation this week. Unfortunately for me last week, there was a lot of talk about peppers and ingesting them in interesting ways. And Tyler, that old son of a gun, went ahead with that idea for my humiliation this week. This, my friends, is a very real ghost pepper, one of the hottest peppers in the world. And now I'm going to ingest it according to Tyler's instructions. And unfortunately, that means I can't eat it. You know, it's actually not that bad. I feel okay right now. I think I'm going to go on that date with Mary in Colorado tomorrow, and hopefully everything goes fine. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to be okay. I think I survived this. It wasn't even that bad. And go on his date he did. Justin flew all the way to Colorado to go on a date with Mary Swanson. And unfortunately, the ghost pepper eventually caught up with him, and his date didn't go so well.
Oh my God.
That was an experience, I have to say, Tyler. That was an absolute experience. Not something I would want to experience every day. It really thwarted my date with Mary Swanson. And, you know, I don't think people knew how quickly I could grow my hair out. I can grow it out really quickly. I just always shave it before our live streams on Tuesday night.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, those golden flowing locks are always gorgeous on you. I love the bolo tie, buddy. I mean, everything you did was working. Except your digestive system, which looks like it was in a lot of trouble there from putting that pepper up your. So that was an amazing, absolutely amazing humiliation, Justin. Well done. Thanks for sticking with it and committing to the humiliation the way that we have to. And so that should just show everybody who's watching that, you know, we're really putting it all on the line here. I mean, we are going no joke, going all out for these humiliations.
Yes.
And so it's all going to be on the line again today with Pop Sith playing the game. So what do you think, Josh? Should we bring him on and start our next round and see who's going to do the humiliation next week?
I think we do. I think it's time to bring in the Pop Sith before we get on to what's on tap and introduce what we're drinking for the stream tonight. So without further ado, let's bring him on. Welcome the Pop Sith. Pop Sith, what's going on tonight?
What's up, gentlemen? What's up, chat? Hello. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so, you know, Pop Sith, Tyler and I were talking beforehand, and we're like, who's going to save you if you are you? Who is going to come in this chat and save you? Or do you even need help?
Right. That's
I'm going to Ray is for sure.
Right. Ray's good. Yeah, Ray's got his back. Yeah, Ray's going to be there for him.
If so there's a number with a decimal in it, Ray is your man.
All over it. Yeah, I know. You know, Pop Sith is like Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison. You know, just when Billy needs that help, he just strolls in, takes the shot. Waves to him, boom, and he's back out that door.
Man, I call that guy.
Yeah, glad I called that guy.
I called that guy. Exactly.
Well, before we get started, before we get rolling, let's talk about what we're drinking tonight. Let's start with our guest, Pop Sith. What are you drinking tonight?
Good old fashioned liquid death.
Liquid death.
That is just it's perfect.
Yeah, for sure. So if we don't die on the stream, well, then we don't know what we got going on. So
yeah, I was going to say, let's just hope that we can at least make it like an hour and 15 minutes before that really kicks in, and then we should be fine. Unless, of course, I have the under, and you're getting close, and then I'm really going to be hoping that thing kicks in quickly.
Right.
It's kind of bad to cross your fingers and hope that one of your friends dies so that you don't have to do a humiliation. But that's where we are.
That's where. I mean, you saw how intense these humiliations are getting. I mean,
very real.
Yeah, we're praying for
Very
people's death
intense.
at this point. Yes.
Okay, so Pop Sith, of course, has a Funko Pop unboxing channel. He's a huge Star Wars fan. You can check him out. There is a link down in the description. And Pop Sith, since I've been doing this, the Funko Pop stuff too, I would say that, your videos, in my opinion, have been slowly improving and improving and improving. Like, I remember watching you months and months ago, and just like everybody, just like little incremental changes, and, you do a little more, and then you get a little more graphics, and you do a little better editing, and that's it, man. That's how you do it. It's
for sure.
The turtle wins the race against the hare, especially when it comes to YouTube. And, I just want to say, I think you're doing a great job, man. You're getting better and better and better. Keep doing it. Keep going. Keep improving. Check them out. Links in the description.
Keep on keeping on, as they
Keep
say.
on keeping on.
I actually invented that phrase.
Yeah, so now right here, Pop says, I didn't know this. Eddie says that you said that if you lose in trivia, that you're going to give him the Hollow Vader. So I guess there's a lot to play for. There's a lot to play for you.
Wow.
So we've got humiliations on the line. We got Hollow Vaders on the line. This is going to be an intense stream.
Yeah, for sure. Man,
so,
holy crap.
Before we get into the over-under and we start the actual trivia competition with Pop Sith, we have some rapid-fire questions that we are going to ask him to get to know Pop Sith a little bit better, a little bit more about his Star Wars preferences. I have some rapid-fire questions right here on my phone. Pop Sith, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
The people want to know about you. Here we go.
For sure.
What is your favorite Star Wars film?
Phantom Menace.
The Phantom? Okay, see, that's probably my favorite of the prequels, too. And I think people get mad about that when I say that. There's, it's so easy to offend Star Wars fans by saying you like or dislike anything. So,
Right.
No.
Definitely.
But yeah, I like that one.
I like that. Yeah, I like that pick, too. We want a good variety of picks here. That's great.
I mean, the reason it's for me, because I didn't really grow up a humongous Star Wars fan until the Phantom Menace. Like, that was like the very first one that I saw in the theaters, and I was like 12 when I came out, I think. So I was pretty young, and I was like, wow, this is Star Wars? And they're like, oh, wait, you think you've seen this one film? Check out these other 3 films. And then it just, like, evolved from there. So that's really, like, the first one that I truly, truly saw. And it just kind of blew up from there. So
yeah, me too. Yeah. I grew up with the prequels. Tyler grew up with the prequels. And so we have a special affinity for them. Even though they're not the best acted movies, still love them. And I actually really like The Phantom Menace, too. I probably have rewatched that one more than any of the other prequels.
Yeah, same.
Favorite character in all of Star Wars?
Other than Darth Vader, obviously.
You can pick Darth Vader. That can just be the answer.
Yeah, Darth Vader. I mean, for sure. I mean, that's
a great answer. Absolutely. Yeah. One of the most iconic villains of all time. Very good answer. Yep. Yeah, we'll allow that. You get a point for that.
Well you get a point for that. Well done. Yeah.
He had his cameo in the museum or the Night Museum,
Oh, yeah, that's right. He
had a cameo.
Oh, yeah. Because he tries to force choke Hank Azaria, right?
Yeah, wow. I totally forgot about that. Wow. And, like, that shows how famous you are. Like, when you're getting cameos and Night at the Museum, like, you've made it. You have made it. Time
yes,
at that point.
That is the ceiling right there.
For sure.
What is your least favorite Star Wars film? You have to pick one. You can't say you don't have one. Think of it. If you
just like everybody else.
Them all,
yeah.
I knew you were going to say. No, go ahead. Sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
Just like everybody else. The Last Jedi.
The last very Jedi. Popular answer there. Hopefully we get a variety of answers on that one as well.
Yeah, we'll see. We're not going to get a variety.
Yeah, probably not.
No. Least favorite character, and again, as if you've watched the streams before, which we know you have, you cannot select Jar Jar Binks. He is unselectable.
I'm trying to think. The 3 Jedis that walk into Palpatine's room and they just die in like in 30 seconds, or not even 30 seconds, like 3 seconds. I'm trying to remember.
It's like 3 seconds.
Kit Fisto.
Yeah.
Tennant.
Aegon Kolar.
Aegon
Yeah.
Kolar,
Yep.
Stacey Teen.
Yeah, those three guys. I mean, why even be in the movies? You're gonna die in 3 seconds, you know. Like,
Right.
you're supposed to be Jedi masters, and you die.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. Tyler and I complain about that scene all the time
Yeah.
because, we were like, all they have to do is block a few times. All they have to do is make that scene go on for like 10 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can show how powerful Palpatine is. But to
Yeah,
do
for
a
sure.
slow-mo of him going, and then just stabbing him, and they're like, oh,
Right.
like, come on.
Right. Exactly.
I bring
Come
it up
on.
every chance
Yeah,
I get.
but-
I go to PTA meetings and I'm like, I just want to take this time to talk to you about the rest of Palpatine and how disappointed I was with how quickly the Jedi died. So
For sure.
yeah, I bring it up in conversation constantly.
But they could have done like him fighting all three of them or all four at the same time, and they would have been like, "Wow, okay, this is how powerful he is. He's
Right.
fighting 4 Jedis." And
Yeah, and again, it can be quick. It can be quick.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
we're digressing now. And
Yeah.
by the way, Dale, thanks for hopping on. But Star Wars is like children; you love them all equally. That's not true. Every
Right.
parent has a favorite. Every
Yep.
parent has a least favorite. Come on,
Okay,
Dale.
Justin,
be
rapid
honest
fire.
with us.
Which of your kids is your favorite?
Well, only one of them would watch this, so I think that would be the safe answer. But
Yeah, for sure.
all right, let's keep going. This is not a very rapid fire.
Yeah.
Who is the sexiest Star Wars character in your opinion, Pop Sith?
Young Han Solo.
Oh,
Young
yeah,
Han
I mean,
Solo. Fair enough.
you get a point.
Okay.
You get a point. I mean, that's a correct answer as well. Yep, put another one on the board.
I thought he was going to say Kylo Ren. I don't know.
No, I don't.
That's
What is your-
true. A
your
swole
favorite-
Kylo Ren.
Scene. Favorite
what-
scene in all of Star Wars. Favorite scene in all of Star Wars. You know, scene, moment, whatever. Just yeah.
Probably when Anakin becomes Darth Vader. How he just bows down to Palpatine, and he's like, "I'm ready to serve, Master."
Okay,
and-
so this is after he cuts off Mace Windu's arm, saves
Yeah,
Palpatine
for
from
sure.
Windu.
For
Okay.
sure.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
I know. I actually love
Probably.
that too.
Yes.
I love how I love how they modulated Palpatine's voice when he's
Yeah.
like saying, Darth Vader and the way it sound. Yeah, it's great. Perfect.
Okay. What is the best lightsaber duel in all of Star Wars?
Obi-Wan versus Anakin on Mustafar.
That's
Yeah.
probably true. Yeah,
Another
I mean,
correct answer.
Yeah, I mean the choreography, everything is
Yeah.
so good. The music is so good. That one part when they're on the bridge and they both go to hit each other and they hold each other's arms and the music like crescendos and the lava blows up behind him in the background.
Yep,
That
yep.
thing gives me chills every single time I watch it.
well,
that
that
was
scene's
edited
iconic.
so good.
You see that like snapshot everywhere, right? Where the
Yeah,
lava's
exactly.
flowing up and they're holding it. Just absolutely iconic. Pop Sith is cleaning up in the rapid fire round. It's too bad this doesn't count towards the
he's
main
doing really
round
well.
because he's
For
killing
sure.
it. He's killing it.
Pop Sith, do you agree with Obi-Wan Kenobi that business on Cato Mordia shouldn't count as that on that time that he saved Anakin's skin? Do you agree with Obi-Wan?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a gray area. It's a gray
A
area.
gray area. I imagine that Obi-Wan would have a reason for not wanting to count that. And Anakin didn't really fight him. So,
Yeah.
Pop said if you could keep one droid as your own personal droid in real life, who would it be?
Well, I saw that Luau and Templar said C-3PO, so I'm gonna go
They
IG.
did.
IG-11.
Okay, that's a
Oh,
good pick.
nice.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
That's
Now-
good.
Nobody's gonna mess with me ever. Not with that guy.
Right. Yeah, as
So-
long as he's on your side, that's a
Yeah,
very
for
good
sure.
answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so now IG-11 is not in the films,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Not in the films. Well, we'll count it anyways. But if you had to give us a second in the movies, who would you give us?
But there is another IG bounty hunter.
IG-88, but yeah.
Yeah.
Who did I have him yet? I don't have him yet. I still only have the Boba Fett and the Bossk Deluxe have only come in. I ordered.
IG-11 hasn't
IG-88.
come out yet. Yeah, he hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, well, I think I ordered him. I ordered him, but he hasn't been released, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. He's been pre-ordered.
Yeah.
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 C-3PO is my second one. I mean, just
Wow, everybody was C-3PO. Again, that's incorrect. It's K2SO is the correct answer,
I'm
though.
going to say that's just too bad. His first incorrect one. He was on such a roll, but
He was doing
all right.
so good. He was doing so
Yeah.
good. If you could meet any Star Wars actor and have them sign one of your Funko Pops or other collectible, which actor would it be?
dead or alive, or
Well, let's say alive. We'll go with
Early?
alive. Yeah. Living
probably-
actor.
probably Ewan McGregor right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good answer as well.
Yeah.
Although,
All right.
I think picking an actor that's about to die might be a smart move, right? Because that
Yeah,
signature
value, baby.
skyrocket.
Value's gonna pump it up.
For sure.
Every time somebody dies who's a Funko Pop, I'm like, yes. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, we are wishing for a lot of deaths already on stream today.
There's a lot of death wishes going on tonight. And Pop Sith is drinking liquid death. So, Pop Sith, if you could drink liquid death with any Star Wars character, who would you go to the bar and drink liquid death with?
I think Lando Calrissian would be a good, interesting. Him in the stories would be pretty cool.
They're probably all fake, but they'd probably be interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Right.
You wouldn't want to go with Han because you'd probably die. Because somebody would probably want him or something, so you don't want to go with Han for sure.
I think that's true. He'd get you in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. Lando would take you to some fancy bar in some really like high class galaxy, somewhere, And he'd tell you some stories. Yeah, he'd be spinning some yarn, but I mean, they'd be good stories. You'd have a great time.
Yeah.
Introduce you to a lot of very attractive aliens and stuff. It'd be great,
for sure.
Yeah, it'd be a fun time.
Hello there.
Obi-Wan?
No, that's
General
incorrect.
Kenobi.
You're supposed to say General Kenobi whenever I say hello there.
Sorry.
That's too wrong, Pop said.
Gosh, it's all right. Still a solid rapid fire round.
Prequels, originals, or sequels? Which would you prefer?
Prequels.
Yeah, see, I knew you were going to say that after you picked the Phantom Menace as your first
for
one.
sure.
Yeah. I think you're the first person to not pick the originals.
Yeah.
Pop says, what's your midi-chlorian count?
10,000.
10,000, that's solid.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Okay.
I counted it the other day. I was not doing anything. I had plenty of extra time, so I just started counting them. So
how do you count your own midi-chlorians?
it takes talent.
One at a time.
Yeah. One at a time. What is your favorite Star Wars Funko Pop or collectible?
The Hollow Vader.
I knew that was going to be it. Hollow Vader's a great Funko Pop.
Yeah.
What Star Wars Funko Pop that you don't have would make a fine addition to your collection?
I would say Hollow Maw, but it's $6,000. I can't afford that.
Yeah, that would make a fine addition to your collection.
It would. Probably my second choice is the Freddy Funko as Yoda. That'd be
I know. I've been chasing that one too. There's been so many mystery box runs where I have only bought them because Freddy Funko as Yoda was in it.
Yep, for sure. Me too.
Yep, that is a good one. And that, of course, fine addition to my collection is from Princess Leia.
Ooh.
What Star Wars... That's it, great. Here we go. My Hollow Vader. Well, we'll see how he does, Eddie.
All right.
Pop Sith, have you ever cosplayed as a Star Wars character? And if so, who?
I was a stormtrooper and my daughter with Darth Vader.
Was that at a con?
Look at that. That's great.
Yeah, nice.
So our first cosplayer as well. We really got to cosplay, Just. We gotta go all out.
Motor City Comic-Con's coming up.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'd do Princess Leia in the slave costume. I just feel like I could really rock that, make that work. So
and
then I figured yeah, right, and that'll be perfect. And that's perfect for you as well. So, wow, that's gonna be spot on. That'll be fun.
Let's see. Almost done. What upcoming Star Wars project are you most excited for?
Probably the Book of Boba as right now, probably.
Okay.
But we want to go with Mando 3. I mean, we all want to go with what's happening with Grogu and what's
everybody
going
wants
on over
to
there.
know. We want more Luke Skywalker. Yes, more Luke Skywalker.
Indeed.
More Luke, more Grogu.
Yep.
And your final question, Pop said this is an easy one. True or false? Disney should retcon and redo the sequels.
Very true.
That is correct. That is true. They should do that. Well done, Pop Sith. That's rapid fire questions for Pop Sith. Learning a little bit more about Pop Sith and his Star Wars background and preferences. And now that means it is trivia time. We're moving on to trivia. Now, how this works for those who don't know. Well, I've been talking so much, Tyler. Why don't you explain to everybody how this works?
Well, so how it's going to work is Justin's going to ask Pop Sith 10 questions. And Justin is going to set the over-under, so much like a casino might set it. And then I have to choose whether I want the over or the under. So, for instance, say Justin picks 7.5. Then, if I pick the over and Pop Sith gets 8 or more questions correctly, then I win. If he gets less than that, then Justin wins, and the loser has to do a humiliation. And as you saw at the beginning of the stream, these get very intense, very nasty, very dirty.
Very real, very nasty.
Yeah, I mean, last week I was injured, lost a foot last week for my humiliation. And as always, don't forget, we encourage the chat to participate. So this is what really adds a wrinkle into this. They can give right answers, wrong answers, misleading answers, funny answers, absurd answers, and Pop Sith can always go to the chat for help. He just has to sift through all of the nonsense to do that. And then much like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, we will wait for him to say final answer. Once he does, that question is locked in, and then that's it. So Justin, with that, what is the over-under at today?
Oh,
Tyler, Vegas has set the over-under on Pop Sith at 8.5. The over-under is 8.5 for the Pop Sith. And I will also say that while these questions are not all incredibly difficult, some are easier, just like we typically do, we do know that the Pop Sith has a very intense knowledge of Star Wars and Star Wars trivia. So there are some trickier questions in here than in previous weeks.
Wow. Okay. And that is the highest over-under we have seen set.
Man, that's I mean, I'm supposed to follow that up.
You got to get 9 or 10 right if he takes the over.
See, this is tough. And, I had a feeling you were going to do this because the first week I took the under on Templar, right? And I lost. He got the over. So next week I take the over for the Luau and he gets the over again. And so I just had a feeling that Justin was going to make the questions hard and he was going to set the over under high, thinking that I'm just going to keep going with the over since that's what it's been the 2 times and hoping that he can sneak out the victory with the under. I had a feeling that was going to happen. It feels like that's what has been done. Oh man, that's going to be tough because I know Pop Sith is going to be strong. He's got the chat with him here.
He's saying that, but he's about to bring you down, Pop Sith. He's about to take the under. He's about to take the under.
Take it. Take it.
Man, that's so tough.
Just take
9.
it.
He needs 9 or 10, so he. Oh God, that's really tough. So I mean, you can only miss a single question.
Take it. Take the under.
I don't know.
What are you gonna just tank all the questions so I lose, Pop Sith?
No, I would not do that.
I
was winking out there. I don't know if you saw that in my glasses, but I was winking.
I don't know. I mean, if anybody can get the over, it is absolutely Pop Sith. But that's super high.
It is.
God, you can only get one wrong.
All right, Tyler, you're on the clock. 5 seconds.
All right. Okay, you know what? Since it's been over, I won last week. My only win was over. It is the Pop Sith we got in the house.
Oh, man.
I'm going to take the over. Let's do it,
He's
man.
taking the over. I did not expect that. He's taking the over.
Let's do it.
All right, Pop Sith. Now you can tank on purpose. Everything is okay. Yes, absolutely. So Here we go. We're going to jump right into this. Question number 1. Pop Sith, are you ready?
I'm hoping it's not like, hey, when the Templar came out, it's like the Beatles came out. And then when Luau came out, it's, Elvis Presley. And then when I show up, it's like Rick Hansley or something, It's not something like that. So
that'd be a great concert. Hey, so we're gonna do just fine. Remember, take your time. Let the chat get their answers in there. No reason to rush. And if you know Morse code, I will be blinking the answers to you. So make sure you pay close attention.
All right, here we go. Question number 1 for the Pop Sith. This is the first Star Wars film without an opening crawl, a Jedi hero, or a score by John Williams. Question number 1. This is the first Star Wars film without an opening crawl, a Jedi hero, or a score by John Williams.
Okay.
Okay, how you feeling? You think you got this one? You're feeling confident?
I feel pretty confident. Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Okay.
I just want to see what the good old chat had to say.
Okay, we got.
I feel pretty good.
Templar in there with Rogue One. We got Eddie saying Episode 1.
Yeah.
No, Templar actually here says vultures. So the answer, if you want to accept that, is vultures.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm trying to go back through old chats for the most ridiculous answer possible.
We got another Rogue One in there.
of
course.
Perfect
Ray
Ray answer.
10.3.
Perfect Ray answer.
Now we got Eddie in here saying the Mandalorian LOL. So I don't know.
I'm not familiar with the Mandalorian. Lol. I'm not familiar with that.
I'm gonna have to go with my buddy Templar and Rogue One and Adrian. So,
Is that your final answer?
final answer.
Pop Sith, that is correct. You are
All
1
right,
for
Pop Sith.
1. One
All right,
question
beautiful.
down. You're 1 for 1.
Should we
By
just
the
stop
way-
it right there?
Yeah,
No,
that's good.
I was drinking Sam Adams Oktoberfest, and now I'm drinking an Oberon. So I don't think Tyler and I ever told everybody what we're drinking tonight, but that's what I'm drinking.
I don't have anything as cool as Liquid Death. I'm just drinking a Barry Weiss. You know, just something sweet.
Barry Weiss is a solid summer beer.
And just a nice little summery beer. And it's been a hot one today. Holy crap. Just sitting in soup all day today. Tell you what. Actually
Muggy.
walked to go get lunch today in the heat. Holy crap.
Oh,
I was
wow.
just like pouring sweat by the time I got. It's only like a few minute walk, but it didn't matter. I was dead by the time I got there.
Yeah.
Just drank water the whole time like an idiot because I was so dehydrated.
You should live
All
in
right.
Texas.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say, I imagine it's even worse. Well,
Yeah, right.
I mean, Michigan has its moments, but I mean, for the most part, we're not too bad. It's pretty, 4 seasons. It's never ever too bad, but it can get really hot and humid in the summer. But
Hell yeah.
here we go. Question number 2. Pop Sith, you are 1 for 1. Feel free to stumble at any time. Here we go. In Return of the Jedi, what rebel takes a laser blast to the shoulder outside the bunker door on Endor? I don't know why you're smiling and nodding. Is it because you don't know it?
I have a couple of good answers in my head.
Okay. That's it. Okay, here we go. Did
So
you pick
Eddie,
that up?
Does Eddie live in Texas too?
Yeah, he lives like a couple towns over from me.
Oh, does he?
Yep. Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah, I know. And then Mike from Wide World of Gamers, everybody lives in Texas.
Yeah,
What's
you
up
should
with that?
come. Yep.
Well, we're all over the place, though. Unboxing Treasures, what's going on, man? You jumping on? Jeremy, everybody hopping on. What's going on? Jedi John, I saw all you guys in here.
Yep.
But I mean, we're all over the country. I mean, we're in Michigan, Maine, Florida, Texas, and everybody's just all over the place.
For sure.
Well, one of these days, we're going to find a con or something. But we're all going to go to the Galaxy Cruise thing or
Ooh.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which only costs like $1 billion.
$6
Right?
grand
I mean-
for 2 nights.
Oh my god, that's so crazy. But I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
because it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Templar. I saw Templar's comment. Pop Sith, in Return of the Jedi, what rebel takes a laser blast to the shoulder outside the bunker door on Endor?
Nothing on the chat, huh? To help you out, other than Batman, because we all know Batman is multiverse.
It's Batman.
Yeah,
It's Batman.
it's
Yep,
Batman.
yeah. Chat is being stingy with this one.
Yeah, no
Absolutely,
joke,
yeah.
man. Yikes. Where's the Pop Sith when you need them in this chat?
I was gonna say,
Yeah, I
where's
know,
the Pop Sith
right?
comment? But
Okay, we do have Templar in here. Princess. We also have Eddie with Kid Rock Rebel Without a
Ooh.
Cause.
there you go. Eddie gets how to play the game. Well done, Eddie. That's it. So if you want to accept Eddie's answer as your own, I can take that.
Jeremy
sure.
with R2D2.
And Jeremy came out and put Princess Leia, and that was on my mind. So I'm gonna have to go with Templar Pops and go Princess.
I'm going to need you to be more specific than princess. There are many princesses in a galaxy far, far away.
Princess Peach,
Is that your
Dang it,
final
Pop
answer?
Sith.
Princess Leia.
That's not
for
even
sure.
the right thing. That's a video game.
Is Princess Leia your final answer?
It is.
That is correct. And now
All
I
right.
feel like I just missed an opportunity for you to get one run there. I'm not so sure you knew that for a fact.
Princess Leia was in my mind. She was number one, and then once Temple I put it on there, it kind of reassured my answer.
Okay.
So
So
No, you're playing smart. Don't let Justin get in your head. Don't let Justin get in your head. Wait for the chat. Make sure you see some answers. Feel the reassurance.
Yeah,
no
for sure.
reason to rush. Let's get
So-
through this.
Pop Sith, I called you a son of a bitch last week when you showed up with the Yaddle answer to save the luau. And so now Templar, you son of a bitch, showing up to save Pop Sith or to help him out at least.
Come on, baby.
All right.
Well, I
Jeremy.
think
Appreciate it.
Templar said Tyler's feeling the heat. We all saw Justin really felt the heat this week, if you know what I mean.
Well done.
He put a pepper inside himself.
Well pun there, Tyler. Well pun. Okay. Pop Sith is 2 for 2. Moving on to question number 3. Here we go. Feel free to trip it up whenever you want, Pop Sith.
Yeah, definitely.
Pop Sith, how many tentacles sprout from the gigantic blue head of Twi'lek Senator Orn Free Ta?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
I want you to tell me how many tentacles sprout from the gigantic blue head of Twi'lek Senator Orn Free Ta.
I know who Orn Freeta is.
He actually just made a recent appearance in the Bad Batch.
I saw that.
Okay, let's see here.
Ooh,
Who's Tyler is getting yours and Justin's hairstyle live on air.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That would be an excellent humiliation for Tyler to shave that beautiful head of hair that he has there.
Yeah, the problem is my hair is so thick, the clippers can't even get through it. They just get stuck. They just stop right in it. It's the craziest thing.
You just have to wait until there's a few sprouting out, and then you just kind of clip those around the edge.
Exactly. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
All right, so we got answers in here.
I got everywhere. The chat is everywhere.
You got numbers everywhere. Unboxing Treasure says 4. Ray says 8.5.
That is true.
Classic. Jeremy says 3. Eddie says 5. You've got a lot of answers in the chat. In addition to an infinite number of numbers that are not listed to choose from.
Man, that's
this could be an early stumbling block.
It really is.
Tyler's nervous because if he misses this one, he's got to run the table to win. Woo! This is the question that I thought I had the best chance of getting you on until the last couple.
Okay.
This is one that I thought you're either going to know this right away or you're not, and you're going to guess.
Yep.
And so...
Straight guess. It's a straight guess. Because, I mean, I can picture the senator, but I don't look at their hair. I mean, as a person that doesn't have hair, not what
you just try to ignore that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Not that I want to help you so that I get, humiliated again next week, but he is a Twi'lek. And so if you can think of any other Twi'leks, then that might help. It's not just Orn Free Ta. How many tentacles basically do Twi'leks have is essentially the question.
I don't know any other Twi'leks that I can think of. I'm sure there's.
Like, in the Bad Batch, like Hera, for example, who was also obviously more famous for Star Wars Rebels.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that race.
Oh, yeah, Fortuna. Yeah.
Yep.
My favorite.
Ula, who fell down into the Rancor pit while she was doing her lovely dance.
Yep. Let's go with 2.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Pop Sith, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is 4.
Oh, really?
Has 4 tentacles sprouting out of the back of his head. An early stumbling block, and now I'm feeling good.
Wow.
That's
all right.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, Pop Sith. He's definitely misleading you with the how many. Everyone, Twi'lek, they got 2.
Yeah.
He's playing games. Do not feel bad. That was a totally legit good answer. He's just he's playing games here.
Yeah.
I don't play games.
Yeah.
I mean, we're playing Star Wars trivia, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, nothing to feel bad about that. That was a good answer.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's 2 for 3. He needs to run the table. We're moving right along. Question number 4. Pop Sith, these creatures attach themselves to the Millennium Falcon's hull inside an asteroid cave, quote unquote, there, in The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
These are the name of the creatures that attach themselves to the Millennium Falcon's hull inside an asteroid cave, but really inside
An
giant
Exogorth.
worm. Well, I didn't want to give the name away, Tyler, because I thought maybe he would guess that as the answer.
Well, now he won't.
Yeah. This whole game is under protest already.
All right.
Crabs.
Tribbles.
Mother-in-laws. Yeah, that's a good one.
Crabs.
Now, speaking, this is funny. Right before the stream, speaking of mother-in-laws, Templar, we actually have a picture of yours here. Let's just bring that up.
That's
There
right.
you go.
There she is. There she is. Man, is she glorious.
I just like to point out for the record that Templar was the one who originally made that joke.
It's true.
Hopefully his wife's not watching right now. If so, it was a joke. It was our fault. It was our joke.
Right.
Oh, so here we go. Where are we? I got to catch myself back up now. Okay. Where am I? There we go. Okay.
If you
So
recall,
Bob said, there we go.
There was a character in Solo who mentioned going to a roast of these things.
That's true.
Okay. I was just so fascinated with young Han Solo, I couldn't pay attention to the storyline.
Yes, the Ardenian did speak of these creatures.
Yes, he did.
And the name of this creature, unlike so many other creatures in Star Wars that we ask about in our trivia competitions, this creature is mentioned by name.
Yeah.
In that scene.
Yep.
Oof, wow.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to. The Empire Strikes Back. I'm trying to play the movie in my head. Okay.
So Templar says, mine ox. Don't know how to spell it.
Well, it's just IT Templar. So
wow, that is a
old school dumb joke.
That is a joke from like second grade. You dusted
That's
off
something
for that.
Our dad would tell us, and then he'd laugh, and we'd be like,
"Oh my god!"
He's been saving it since second grade. He's been saving it in the back pocket, just sitting there.
Right.
Just sitting
There's
there.
a joke our dad has been telling for like 100 years.
For decades.
Right. I mean, like literally, it's been two, three centuries. He's been telling this joke, and it's what is the sound a snake makes when it gets ran over by a train? See, everybody laughs.
And he laughed, and I'm like, it's so stupid.
Everybody does. We were at dinner, remember, a while back, and I had some friends there, and so of course Dad decides to tell his joke, and I'm like, "Oh God, Dad, like don't tell that joke. Like, come on, and he tells it. They all start cracking up. I'm like,
cracking up.
What are you doing? That just breathes like 30 more years of life into that joke. He's gonna keep telling it. Like, God.
Oh yeah, for sure. As long
They
as
don't
people keep
realize
laughing,
the
it never
harm.
goes away.
They don't realize the harm that they're doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, Pop Sith, you're on the clock.
Oh God. What I had in mind is not on the, but Templar is such a great, player. It's kind of hard to not go with this answer, God bless America. Let's see.
We all love everyone. That's right. Love everywhere. Love is everywhere.
I'm gonna go with Minox. I guess that's how what Templar said.
Minox, is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
That's correct. Oh my goodness.
Jeremy?
My
All right, baby.
So
Jeremy
Templar comes
coming in
with Minox, which is essentially, right. I would have given that to you just because he didn't spell it right in the chat if you would have said it right. And then Jeremy swoops in real Pop Sith fashion and saves him with Minox. Woo!
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it
Okay.
It is
We're
Minox.
alive.
You are correct. And
We're
you're
still
alive. This was almost an upset.
It was. It almost
a big
was.
time early upset.
Yeah.
Now, here we go. Question number 5. This will get us to the halfway point, the break. Let's see if we can even this out here 4 out of 5. Okay, here we go. Question 5. In Rogue One, Galen Erso and his family are hiding on this planet when Imperial forces arrive and press him into completing the Death Star. The opening planet of the movie on Rogue One, where Galen Erso and his family and Jyn Erso are all hiding and living before Director Krennic shows up and essentially takes him away and puts him to work on the Death Star. This is, for anybody who watches our videos regularly,
This is one of your trivia questions.
a version of a question that has been previously asked. That's correct.
Indeed.
Let's see. With the good old chat, just a reassurance. So
Yeah, I think this would have been a Padawan level question. I think you asked, because I think you asked it early in the stream.
Yeah. So Eddie says Pluto. So if you want to accept that as your answer, yeah.
Thanks for throwing something out there.
At least Ray's active in the comments.
Yeah,
right.
At least
exactly.
Eddie's active in the comments. Yeah. Okay, so now I would say that I'm convinced that Pop Sith Googles every answer he puts in the chat. Now I know that for sure. I know it for sure.
I do big time.
Rogue One, is this the second
Tatooine.
Rogue One question? But
Yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, this is definitely one you have to look up. They never mention the name of it or anything like that. They might show it at the very beginning. They might show it. It's Rogue One, so they typically show like the planet they're arriving at.
So it is. Yes, it is in text in the bottom of the screen, I believe, when they go there. Yeah.
And if I would pay attention to your streams, I would know the answer.
There
Yes.
you go.
But you're always just swooping in, saving the day, and then going off to do whatever it is that you do in your free time.
Yep.
Right.
Film your own video. So I don't know.
Right.
But
Yeah. Let's go with Planet Tatooine. Final answer.
final answer. Pop said that is incorrect. It is not Tatooine. You are 3 correct, 2 incorrect. Now here we go. Just to make things interesting, Tyler and Pop said, here's what I'm going to do.
All right.
If Pop Sith runs the table and gets the next 5 right, I will call this a draw.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
going to do a humiliation because I have won. But if he can run the table, I will call this a draw and save you from a humiliation. But if he gets one question wrong, you lose.
Okay.
And we'll go through all the questions obviously anyways for fun, But
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well,
Definitely.
all right. We still have a chance. Yeah. The answer to this one was Lamu.
it is Lamu. That is correct. And Ray is praising me. That's Ray.
Man.
Thank you so much. Oh, Ray, I love you.
How
Ray's
the
that person right in the middle that
turntables
flip
have
flops.
turned. Oh, man. Okay.
all
Well, we
right.
still got a chance. Let's focus up here. Let's get these last ones.
That's right. Now, before we move on, just a reminder that we are on Patreon. That's how you say it. You say it like that. It's Patreon. Thank you so much to all of our supporters, our Nerd Level 1, 2, 3, and of course, our council member, Templar Pops. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate all of your support. Templar Pops is still leading our Patreon trivia competition. The winner
he's on
of that
fire.
competition gets to come on the live and compete for prizes, sitting in the hot seat like Pop Sith is doing right now. And the next week's quiz is up for everybody who's a patron who is watching. If you're interested in joining, there's a link down in the description. Check it out. We do contests, trivia questions for our patrons, all kinds of other fun stuff. So, and as Templar says, join him or die. And I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair.
That's totally fair.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Templar. And remember how that'll work when he's going for the prizes is that'll be like a normal stream that Justin and I do. So there will be the 3 rounds, the Youngling, Padawan, and Jedi Knight, 5 questions each worth increasingly more points in each round. And then the Jedi Master question, which is multiple part questions. And obviously if he gets a perfect round, he would get an astonishing prize. But as you see, perfect rounds are very, 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 very difficult when we do that style round. But then how we talked about it last week is what we'll probably do is we'll put all of the movies on a wheel. We will spin the wheel a week before he's set to come on. And so it'll land on a movie. And then he'll have 1 week to do a deep dive study to try to learn as much as he can about that movie. And we'll quiz him on only that movie, just like we do each week.
That is correct. Right. So the winner of the Patreon contest will get to focus on one movie for a week to try to learn everything they can, because we're gonna throw the kitchen sink at them because they're gonna have a chance to learn some great stuff. So, all right, Pop Sith, are you ready for question number 6?
Ready.
Here we go. You got to run the table to force a draw. Question number 6. In The Force Awakens, what kind of ship were Rey and Finn going to escape Jakku on before it was blown up, sending our heroes instead to some old garbage ship? That one's the Millennium Falcon. That's the garbage ship.
For sure. The garbage was.
Yeah,
But what kind of ship were they headed to? Are you typing something in the chat? What's happening?
No. Don't even worry about what's going on here. Okay. It's just stretching my arms right quick.
This whole stream is a farce.
Oh, look at that. What is that? Oh, Quad Jumper from BookBarBros, a Star Wars channel. That's interesting. That's
How do you know he didn't know that? You took his thunder away.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just trying. Right. Yeah, that's weird that someone else in the chat has the exact same name as our channel. I mean, that
is so weird. Yeah. That's really weird.
Sure.
Wow.
For sure.
Coincidence. I can't believe YouTube allows that.
Yeah.
Well, crazy world that we're living in, you know?
Well, Pop Sith, do you have an answer?
Yeah, just take
to the
time.
kind
Don't
of ship that Rey and Finn were going to escape Jakku on before it was blown up, sending our heroes to some garbage ship instead?
Yeah. I do. I have an answer.
Okay.
Did you see what Ray put? He put chip.
Okay. Yep. Chip.
Well,
like potato chip.
SD chip.
Yeah. SD chip. Oh, not a potato chip? Oh, that's kind of questionable, you know? So let's go with what Mr. BookBarBros put on there.
Yeah, what was
Never heard of him. Never.
Yeah, it was BookBarBros, a Star Wars channel, it said. Okay. Yeah.
That's a good person.
Okay. Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
So is that your final answer? A quad jumper?
That is.
Well done, Pop Sith. That is absolutely correct. It is a quad jumper.
Well
okay.
See, that's smart. Wait for the chat, try to see if they have anything in there, confirm what you already knew. Beautiful, baby. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. We're rolling.
Here we go. Question numero 7. In The Last Jedi, Pop Sith's favorite movie, incidentally, these crystal fox-like creatures lead the Resistance safely out of the abandoned Rebel base with a little help from Rey, of course. These crystal fox-like creatures, again, a similar version of this question has been asked on stream before.
Indeed it has.
Excuse me.
Yes, it has. I'm trying to remember what they were called. I know what you're talking about. I know the scene you're talking about.
Yeah, we actually thought about, having rounds sometimes between Justin and I, where we just randomly pick from our past questions to make sure that we, because the last thing we want as we prepare for our Star Wars trivia dominance is to forget all of the things that we prepped so hard for in the past streams.
Yeah,
so having throwing in some of these past questions, I think could be good for us here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we do have
Vulpix from Eddie, the Pokemon.
Oh, just clicking off on it.
That's funny.
You scallywag.
I did it a couple times before he was like, wait, what's happening?
Right. I just figured, I didn't realize you were actually sabotaging it.
No, I was sabotaging it. I think it could be Foxy Icy. That is,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh my goodness. By the way, I would be willing to bet just about anything that Eddie totally Googled that. Eddie, be honest. Be honest in the chat. You Googled it.
Why would Eddie do so? He's not doing it.
He definitely did. All of a sudden, Eddie, after being quiet, is like, quad jumper, the Vulptex.
Yep. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Vulptices. I think we actually had a conversation about that on stream, about what the plural
was
of it was,
Vulptices,
yeah, so he's reading this straight off Wikipedia. Eddie, I'm watching. I can see you through the camera. You are on Wikipedia right now reading about Vulptexes.
Yeah,
assuming that's the correct answer.
For sure, he is. He's actually right beside me. You know.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, who knows what the correct answer is?
Eddie is like he's just off screen behind Pop Sith. He's just off screen to the side. Pop Sith, do you have an answer?
I do, but I was gonna say the question that I should ask about the Last Jedi is what's the word that Kylo Ren says over and over when he is shooting Luke Skywalker?
More.
Have you seen? They did like a YouTube video, and he's like says more for like 10 minutes. He's like more.
I've seen some of those where like they keep doubling it, and then it, like all of a sudden it's like 64, and then 128, and then have you seen those ones? Right. And then it's just like him going more, like a thousand times.
Oh, the internet.
All right, so what is your answer, Pop Sith?
Vulpix.
That is absolutely correct. Well done. Here we go. 2 for 2 so far in the second half. He needs to get the next 3 correct to force a draw. Here. I feel like we're playing chess. Pop Sith is in trouble, but he's trying to force a stalemate. He's trying to do anything he can. All right, here we go. Question number 8. In A New Hope, Princess Leia Organa's cell 2187 on the original Death Star was located on sublevel 5 in this detention block, which was an area reserved for political prisoners. I'm looking for the detention block in which Princess Leia was held captive in A New Hope, the original Star Wars film. Now here, Pop Sith, here's some fun trivia for you. I don't know if you heard this. A New Hope, despite being titled Episode 4, is actually the first Star Wars movie ever released in theaters.
Wow.
I don't know if you knew that or not. I don't know if the whole world knew that or not.
No.
But every time we talk about it, I like to bring it up because it seems like so many people just have no idea about that.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, this is a good-looking question, Justin. And but, on a totally unrelated note, I've got...
Okay. Mute him. Mute him. I did it. I muted him.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Okay, we do have Ray in the chat. Detention room 102.1.
Yeah. Sounds like a radio station.
Unboxing treasures with AA23.
Okay. That detention room 102.1 sounds like a radio station.
Right. And welcome to detention room 102.1. It's funny too because I think when Family Guy on what's it called, Blue Harvest, where they mock the scene, Peter does actually sit at that little council in this detention block, and he acts like he's like a morning radio host. Remember, he's like sipping coffee and answering questions and stuff.
That's funny.
Memphis' #1 station. So I don't know why everybody thinks it's a 23 AA batteries. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Weird.
That's so weird.
All righty. Let's go with AA23. AA-23.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
That is absolutely correct, Pop Sith. It is cell block AA23.
There we go. Okay.
Dos Mas. 2 more questions for the Pop Sith. He needs them both to force a draw. Here we go. Question number 9. Pop Sith, who said this? Quote, the Emperor himself is personally overseeing the final stages of the construction of this Death Star. End quote. Who says the line?
That's
Quote,
a good one.
The Emperor himself is personally overseeing the final stages of the construction of this Death Star.
Indeed. Okay.
Tyler, you got this one?
I do have this. I actually blanked for a second.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I had a thought of who it was, but then I realized it was wrong. I had to think about it for a second. I think I know exactly who this is.
And I think it's my favorite character in the movie. That rings the bell.
Your favorite character?
In the Star Wars galaxy?
So
Billy Ray Cyrus.
I would keep thinking.
Yeah.
No, I think is Billy Ray Cyrus your final answer?
No, it's my favorite character.
No, because a lot of let's see Justin's reaction if I say this. Justin, did a lot of Bontans die trying to get this information?
Perhaps they did.
Okay, see,
Moth.
so okay, that's what I thought. That's a good one
That's a good one.
Thank you.
because, like you, Pop Sith, I for a second thought maybe it was your favorite character,
I thought so too.
But-
Once you,
but I was like, did he ever phrase it that way? And then it dawned on me, and so it's Billy Ray Cyrus.
All right, Pop said, do you have a final answer? Who said it? Quote, the Emperor himself is personally overseeing the final stages of the construction of this Death Star. End quote.
I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to see if chat is risking me, because I thought it was somebody, but the way that, like Tyler said, is phrased differently. You know.
Right.
I will give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. It's
go ahead.
not Darth Vader. That's your hint.
It's not. Yeah, for sure. It was.
But
until,
I said, I had that same thought initially,
right.
but then realized it was
For
not.
For sure. And people keep spamming Vader. It's not Vader, guys. We've learned that.
Yeah. Jedi John says it's Vader.
Mon Mothma, the Templar pops. He's
Is that your final answer?
that is.
That's correct. It's Mon Mothma.
You know,
It
so
is
that's-
Mon Mothma.
That's a way to look at the chat and like pick it out from the rest of them.
Yeah, for
Realize that. Well done, Pop Sith, buddy. Okay, we got how many questions do we have left?
One.
This is the last one. This is the
This
last
is
question.
the last
Oh, okay.
question.
Okay, it all comes down to this, buddy. We fought tooth and nail. We are here. We are to the final one. We have a humiliation on the line. Let's do this. Let's focus up. Let's get the chat in there. You guys drink up. Let's get ready. Here we go.
This is it for all the marbles. And I will ask for a little integrity on the final question.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Justin.
Here we go. Pop said, this is it. If you get this one correct, you save Tyler from a humiliation. Question number 10. It's about Pop's favorite character. One of his favorite characters.
It is.
In Solo, Han and our heroes escape Kessel with this many canisters of unrefined coaxium.
That's
I want you to tell me-
hard question.
How many canisters of unrefined coaxium do they escape Kessel with? Now, I think even if you don't know the exact number right offhand, that if you think about the scene, you can give a pretty educated guess.
I actually think I know it because I remember prepping for this but like I'm not even totally sure. Like I have a guess between two numbers.
Yeah.
But this is a tough question. I mean, this is something you'd almost have to be studying for trivia to know this question.
This was meant to be the stopper. And I will say that because difficulty was more difficult, on a lot of these questions, excuse me, that I was gonna put the over-under on 7.5. But again, pops in the chat so many times and just gets the hard ones where I'm like,
Yeah.
I also don't want him to just rattle off 10 straight. I'm like, I got to throw a couple of potential stoppers in there for him.
Well, and these were by far and away the hardest questions we had for any of the guest rounds. I mean, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Templar, of course, who's here in the chat. He was on a couple weeks ago. Go check that video out. It's up on the channel. Templar did great, and Luau was on last week, and so
They both did really good.
Yeah, they both did good. I mean, Luau did good because of you.
I only did one though. But okay, let's see what we got. I have a number in my head. I have two numbers in my head actually. Trying to picture that scene in my mind.
I'm seeing all kinds of numbers. I'm seeing 1, 12, 11, 10, a dozen eggs.
Okay.
Yep.
All of them?
2 eyes. Is that mind blown? What is that?
Wait, yeah, what is it there? Oh, is that a mind blown one? Is that what that is?
No. What is it?
We can't decide.
Maybe
we
it
need
is.
to be able to zoom in.
Yeah,
we
maybe
can't.
it is.
We can't decipher
I can't
this
see if
one.
that's the mind blown one. It looks like it's too small to be the mind blown one, but maybe it is.
Well,
It
maybe
looks like a
it's just
shocked face.
Right. Maybe. Well, if your mind is blown, you are, by definition, shocked. The chat's turned on. I feel like that happens every week, so I'm very used to it at this point.
I don't think that.
And he says it's 12, and 12 was the first thing was the first number that popped up to my head, honestly.
Eddie's
Okay,
probably a
Eddie's
safe
saying
one
you
to
have to
believe because
believe.
he's clearly Googling the answers and just throwing them in
Yeah.
there. He has nailed the last like 3 in a row, I think, right away. So I think
But
Eddie is
even-
very safe to go with. And, if I'm saying it, you can totally believe it and trust it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
this is
for
the
sure.
thing is, even that. This is a tough one to Google, I would say. It would take a second. It's not as clear cut.
For sure. For sure.
But
12 was why did I have 12 on my mind? Maybe because it was 12 parsecs, maybe? That's why 12 is in my mind? That's probably why 12 is on my mind. But I mean, it would make sense. I'm trying to think here. Do you believe?
Am I distracting?
You are. You're dancing. I'm gonna have to take those moves onto the dance floor next weekend.
There you go.
do you believe?
Do you believe? Huh. Kind of.
Justin's doing his interpretive dance over there. He's feeling it.
I don't know what's happening. How strong are these?
Yeah. Just for sake of time, because I could be here all day thinking about it. Let's go with 12.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
No, that is correct. 12
Oh.
answer.
Hey.
Oh.
Wow, what a save right there.
12 is absolutely correct. It is 12 canisters of unrefined coaxium that they escape with.
That is great, because I think in the movie, what they mention is he's unloading one of the canisters, and he says 11 more to go, right? And that's how you know that it's 12, but they never actually say 12.
But you can also
in it.
see it as they're pushing them through.
Yeah, you can count them as well.
Right.
Oh, man, what a save there.
Wow.
A big rally to force the push.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So
But-
now Tyler and I are going to have to think of something fun to do because we can't not do a humiliation.
I'm going to say, but I think what we need to do is we need to do a joint humiliation. We are
I think
actually
that's
seeing
fair.
each other this weekend. So
That's true.
We should do a joint humiliation, and we'll do one together. And obviously, since we're doing it a joint, who knows? Maybe we won't be shoving peppers where the sun don't shine, but we'll
Right.
still try to make it a good, entertaining humiliation for you all because you guys deserve the best. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do something good for you. Yeah, so
I think that's a good idea.
that's
I
the
think
way
a
to go.
joint humiliation this weekend is a great idea. So that's what
Yep.
we'll do.
Yep.
We'll call this a push, and we
Yep.
will do a joint humiliation together. The
Well
BookBarBros
done,
humiliating
Pop Sith.
each other.
You hung in there. You saved it. Because if I were doing this alone, I can't even imagine what Justin would make me do. He'd make me saw my foot off like in that movie Saw. So I am so grateful you stuck in there. The chat had your back.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were with us. So now it's a joint humiliation. I'm okay with that. At least if we're going to do something terrible, I want Justin to have to do it with me. So this is way better. This is going to be great.
No, I would not make you saw your foot off like in that movie A League of Their Own. I would not make you do that.
No. I think you're thinking
That's
of
what it's
Legally Blonde. Is the
Legally Blonde, that's what it was. Yeah.
God, yeah. Great movie.
Just
Very
a
gory.
reminder, affiliate links are down in the description. For any content creators, we have all kinds of links down there for the programs that we use. StreamYard, Epidemic Sound, everything. If you're a content creator, everything that we put down in the description are programs that we approve of and we use. Check those out. Great way to support the channel at no additional cost to you. Also, if you're a collector, we have an affiliate link down there for Entertainment Earth. They have the no damage guarantee. I have always gotten great Funko Pops from Entertainment Earth. I've never had any damage or any problems with them. Check it out. Again, another great way to support the channel at no additional cost to you, the consumer. Watermelon? Okay.
That's good. I mean,
Wow.
that would be easy for Justin, but for me, no,
Well,
that'd be very difficult. That'd
Because
be
now I
very
have an
difficult.
affinity for peppers.
Right.
So,
now you've got the taste. Well, taste is a weird word to use for that.
yeah, taste is a very
Taste.
weird word.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
well, here we go. Before we get into the bonus question, which is absolutely just for fun way to end it. Cheers to everybody. It's the last call, so pick up whatever it is that you have in your hand, alcoholic or non. And cheers to you. Cheers to you, Pop Sith. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks,
You did great.
buddy.
Thank
Thanks for
you,
coming
everybody
on,
in
man.
the chat, for showing up and being active and helping them out. We appreciate it. Let's slam a beer for a few minutes.
Let's do it.
Should have said seconds. I think I said minutes, but I'm out. So, Liquid Death and Pop Sith is still alive. That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Pop Sith,
right.
are you ready for your bonus question?
I'm ready.
This is a multi-part, long question. Are you ready?
Ready.
Pop Sith, name the director of all 12 Star Wars movies, and I want you to tell me who's directing the upcoming film Rogue Squadron.
Oh, man.
So start wherever you want
I don't know
and
if I
tell
know
me
that one.
who directed each Star Wars film.
Who's directing Rogue Squad? Oh, is that...
Don't you say anything.
Trying to.
So you can start, A New Hope, or start at the Phantom Menace, whatever you want.
Okay. We'll start with the New Hope.
Okay.
George Lucas.
That is correct.
Episode 5 is that the one that he didn't do it? George Lucas.
That is incorrect.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
5 is...
Number 5 he did not do.
Yeah, it's Irving Kershner.
Yep.
That is correct. Irving
Yeah, it
Kershner
was
directed
his-
The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah,
And then he came back. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it was
On
like
you, Pop
his
Sith, keep going.
former like film coach, yeah, or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Episode 6. George came back.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
Yeah, I believe that was Richard Marquand.
It was Richard Marquand is correct. So 1 out of 3 in the originals. Now we are on to the prequels.
do I know the prequels?
You should. You grew up with the prequels.
I did, but I don't
Right,
look
exactly.
at the director. Trying to think.
I would say pick the
So-
safe guess.
Safe guess? I know a couple. TLJ was.
Prequels, not sequels. Prequels.
I know, but I'm just throwing off.
Oh,
as
gotcha.
I got them in my head, before
Okay.
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson did direct The Last Jedi. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That he did.
Solo.
Correct.
Ron Howard.
That's
That is
correct. Yes.
That
So
is
the
correct.
one-offs, I think, are the hard ones sometimes. Yep.
Yep.
JJ did the Force Awakens
Yep.
Mhm.
and the Rise of Skywalker.
That is correct. So the sequels, you got all 3 of the sequels.
Yep.
And you got Solo,
Mhm.
1 out of 3 of the original trilogies. So now you have the prequels, you have Rogue One, you have the Clone Wars, and then the to be announced date Rogue Squadron.
Okay. The Clone Wars. I know that one. Oh,
He's the Wonder Boy nowadays.
Yeah.
Everybody loves this guy.
Dave Filoni.
All
Dave
hail Filoni. Yes, that is absolutely correct. Dave Filoni.
I'm
Tyler,
kind of
Didn't we
stuck on
decide
the.
that we have to say all hail Filoni anytime anyone ever says Dave Filoni?
Yeah. Praise be Filoni.
Praise be
Yeah.
Filoni. Praise be
Praise
Filoni.
be Filoni.
Yes. We have to do that now. Yeah.
Yep.
God, okay, I'm trying to think. Rogue One. I know Rogue One, but
I
don't
think
know.
Rogue One is the hardest. I think that was the hardest one.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
yeah, for sure. I might have to come back to Rogue One.
I love that we switched it to having music in the
prequels.
background. So I'm
I
just
know,
like
for
I'm
sure.
just grooving all
And
the
something
time.
to jam to. I know.
My shoulders have never been looser. You know what I mean?
Who directed The Phantom Menace?
George Lucas.
That's correct. George
There
Lucas.
it is.
Who directed Attack of the Clones?
I mean, who else could write dialogue such as that you see in Attack of the Clones?
George Lucas.
That is
George
correct.
Lucas.
George Lucas directed Attack of the Clones. Who directed Revenge of the Sith?
George Lucas? I mean,
George
I don't know
Lucas
that-
is
George
correct.
Lucas is correct.
He directed 4 Star Wars films, the original and all 3 prequels.
Okay.
So now you need to tell me who directed Rogue One and who is going to direct Rogue Squadron. Those
Okay.
are the last 2. And they're obviously they're the toughest. They're the toughest.
I don't even know if I know the last one. I don't know who's directing Rogue Squadron.
Rogue
I feel
Squadron?
like I have a name like in my head.
2 hints. Rogue One, the hint is the initials are GE.
Yep.
And the hint for Rogue Squadron is that the director is a female. Oh,
Oh, we just lost him.
Uh-oh. Justin's gone. You know, I got to tell you, I feel like the stream works better this way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
can you hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I got like a message about my browser or something.
Ooh. Looking at inappropriate stuff you're not supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
For Rogue One, it's is it Garth Edwards or Gareth Edwards?
It is Gareth
there
Edwards.
is.
It is Gareth Edwards.
Is
That's right.
absolutely the correct answer.
Okay.
And that brings us to the last one. This is difficult because, you know, the movie hasn't even been released. I think the date's like 2023 or something for the movie being released. Like Justin said, it is a woman.
And that's a woman, and I was just gonna say something like Taki Wakari or M. Night Shyamalan or something, but it's a woman, so
Yeah. I think Taika Waititi is doing. Didn't he agree, like, sign on to a Star Wars movie?
So Taika Waititi is developing a
Yeah.
Star Wars film, but it is not titled yet. It has no release date yet. Whereas Rogue Squadron is set to release December of 2023 and has a director.
I thought it was 2023.
It's a female, and she directed one of the Wonder Woman films.
Is it Patty something?
It is.
It is Patty?
It is
Is it the
Patty
first name?
something.
Okay.
Yes, it is Patty something.
Unboxing Treasure says the Wonder Woman director. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
that is
right.
correct.
Just throw
So
me
yeah,
a name,
Unboxing
though.
Treasures is correct, right? I don't know if it's Wonder Woman 84 or which one it was, but
What's her name?
she directed one of the Wonder Woman movies, and Unboxing Treasures has it. It is Patty Cakes.
Patty Cakes. Oh yeah.
Oh, man. Good old Mrs. Cakes. You know, we love her. She's a great director. I can't wait to see
good
what she
stuff.
throws out there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know any.
Close enough. Well, you got Patty, right? You guys got Patty. It is Patty Jenkins. Patty
It's
Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins. Okay.
Patty Jenkins.
I feel like I was getting there. I would need a bunch more time.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that was a tough one. I mean, the movie it's not even released yet. That's a tricky one.
Still,
Hey,
I believe you got 9 there, though. I believe you got
No,
all
8.
3 prequels, all 3 sequels. That's 6. You got the original Star Wars 7. You got Clone Wars 8.
8.
Actually, yeah. Then
And
then you
Solo.
got Solo
I got
and
Solo.
Rogue One. You got 10.
Yeah.
Look at
You got 10 out of 13. That is pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Shabby.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like, you would expect not to get Rogue One, but you got 10 out of 13, missing The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Although those are tougher ones too. I think
Yeah.
Irvin Kershner is more known than Richard Marquand.
Yeah,
Because there was a lot going on with Richard Marquand where they talked about how George was on set all the time and they fought all the time over things and they didn't really get along all that well. But
Yeah, and Empire Strikes Back is now considered, one of the greatest, movies of all time, and
It
so
is.
Irving Kershner gets a lot of credit for that as well.
yeah, definitely one of the best sequel basically of all time. It's so hard to live up to the original.
one of the best
Yeah.
sequels.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, that was absolutely fantastic. Great round, Pop Sith. We ended up bringing it to a draw. So now,
it is a draw. It is a draw.
Yes. So
And I knew Ron Howard because Ron Howard's pretty famous, and I know that all the controversy behind the Ron Howard coming back or coming through the halfway through the movie or some crap, whatever it was.
Yeah, because they had the directors from Lego Batman, I think, because it was supposed to be a lot funnier. Like there was going to be a lot more comedy. He was having like all the actors and stuff ad lib all the time, but then they were like way over budget and way over time because of all that.
Yeah.
And so they told them like, no, you need to stay on time and like, you need to get this done. So what they did is like they got rid of all the scripted stuff and said, okay, well then we're just going to ad lib, because they're like their whole thing was we're going to make it funny. The way we do that is by having the actors feel loose and like organic. And the brass didn't like that, so they fired him. Brought in Ron Howard, who's a guy that he's going to get the job done. He's going to get it on time. Is it necessarily always going to blow your skirt up? No, but he's going to get that movie in for you. He's going to get it in on time. Although he's made some amazing films.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah. So I don't mean to throw Ron Howard on the bus. I know we're going to have him on next week, and so I feel like me kind of bashing him.
No, Ron Howard's he's on the wait list. He's on the wait list again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, well there it is, man. That was awesome. Thanks so much for being here, Pop Sith. That was fantastic, man. Hopefully we can have you on again sometime in the future. Yeah. And we can actually get Justin to do that humiliation next time. We'll get him.
For sure.
We're going to get him. But hey, we held strong.
Different. Trust me. Yep. This side of the glass, it feels different than this side of the camera.
Oh, I bet. Absolutely.
Being in front of the camera and having to actually answer. Yeah, I know. You get used to it, but you have a channel, you have a YouTube channel. Again, check out Pop Sith. Link down the description. Does Funko Pop unboxing videos. You just get more and more comfortable. I think when Tyler and I started doing this on the Funko Pop channel, we've gone back and watched some of our first Star Wars trivia streams, and we hate them. We're like, they're awful. We're nervous. We're nervous. We're not loose. We're like, we're not joking. It's like, but you just kind of eventually you get used to it.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's how it was with, my first, I'll go back and look at some of my first, YouTube channels. I mean, videos. I'm like, I can't believe I put this out. This is terrible. Like,
I know. I've taken a few down that I did at the beginning too, where I'm like, I look back at those and I'm like, those are so terrible.
Yep. Same thing.
But that's,
I was kind of psyching myself, kind of talking to myself all day, because I was like, I'm gonna be super nervous. I want to just bomb all the questions. I'm just kind of like, easing myself into this, and kind of, I don't know. It was. I had to psych myself up. It wasn't just like, hey, I'm just willingly coming here, making a dumb fool out of myself willingly.
You did great, man. It was
you did
so
good.
much
You did
fun.
Great.
Yep. And again, remember, you dealt with the hardest questions we have given to a guest yet.
They were hard.
We
were harder on you than we have been on previous guests. So
you had that little peanut inside my head thinking, like,
Yep. But then with that, Justin, now is the return of the sign-off. We are going to do signature sign-offs even for the guest shows. And
that's right.
So
we are going to start doing that again. So thank you so much again to the Pop Sith. We're going to drop you out for the sign-off. Thanks again so much. Thanks everybody in the chat for helping out. Pop Sith did great. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Pop Sith out. He did great. I mean, again, we were super hard on Pop Sith. I mean, but again, we know him. We know how much he knows, so we were harder on him than other people. But I think 7.5 probably would have been a fair over/under. But he forced the draw, and so now you and I are doing the dual humiliation. So that'll be fun.
Yep.
Well, and now here we are to Tyler's signature sign-off. We have a new sign-off tonight. And of course, as everyone who watches the channel knows, that people who don't even like Star Wars tune into these just to watch Tyler's signature sign-off. So Tyler, take it away. What do you have for us tonight?
Well, Justin, today I wanted to show off a real crowd pleaser. And that's, of course, the Jedi mind trick.
Okay, well, but I don't know exactly how we're going to test out a Jedi mind trick, because that only works on the weak-minded.
Well, Justin, I don't think that'll be a problem.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Because I'm the most powerful Jedi that has ever existed.
Because I'm the most powerful Jedi that has ever existed.
Okay. Because you're the most powerful Jedi that ever existed.
Because Justin is the most powerful Jedi that ever existed.
Okay, what the hell's no? So because Tyler is the most powerful Jedi that has ever existed.
Because Skylar is the most powerful horsefly that has ever existed.
What the hell is happening right now? No, okay, hold on. Let me. Okay. Because Tyler is the most powerful Jedi that has ever existed.
Because Tyler is the most sorrowful Jedi that has ever existed.
Close enough, I guess. Okay, well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.